That was just a phenomenal give and go. Just quick play coming out from the two, straight over to the defender's head. Not even that much time to react to it. Waves, though, does not want it to stop there. Beautiful 50 in the corner. Brock there to follow it up, trying to get his feet out over Lev, but not able to make that contact. Outside, keeping it in, just not able to have the boost for this. Gonna look for a teammate in that midfield. Waves up for it, trying to beat out Knight. Does so beautifully, but still into this corner. Not much pressure building here. Unless Brock proving you wrong. But no, next with the dunk. Knight up. Scythe has to read the touch, but Brock thankfully there for the save from next shot. Hits it up. Scythe gets that boost last second. Still beat out by Lev though. Finds Knight there in that opponent's half. Waves though, just carrying this out, seeing what he can do. No boost to work with. Teams just starving each other left and right. Quickly options to go out. Can't find that demo, but next off the ceiling, trying to be met by Scythe. Scythe soft touch down. Quick race comes out, bouncing in the middle. Who's going to get to it next? Lev puts a shot top left. Waves though, just effortlessly putting that into that defender corner.
Absolutely. I mean, this next level Knight offense was punished for its over aggression by No Idea, and that's what opened up the scoring, as No Idea almost gets another opportunity there, but it's cleared away well by Next. But they're looking to close this series out. They need this game win, and Next Level Knights will oh my goodness, No Idea gets away with murder right there, as I'm not sure who that last defender was, gets bumped and still makes the save. Knight was not able to find that left side of the net that he was trying to, blocked by that defender. And now pressure is building for No Idea, as Scythe will air dribble bump Knight on the middle. But this ball will float into the corner, cleared out by Scythe. Brock trying to follow, opts to go for some bumps, flicks it middle to Waves waiting. Waves gets bumped a little bit by Naya. Naya, zero boost. Lets it go over his head. Next, with the ball, a little bit of boost to work with. Takes it around one. Knight actually ends up cutting Lev, but it ends up being okay because Lev's now waiting in the corner perfectly, and Next will take a touch. Trying to take that wide touch to find that top right corner. It won't go as he hits it a little bit too high, but Lev with time and room. He'll pop one, but immediately get pre-jumped by Scythe, and then Next getting dunked by Scythe as well. Forced to take a touch into their half to try to keep this pressure building off of a great play from Scythe. But Brock now in the 1v1 with no boost, finds it overnight. 2-0, No Idea goes up. Fantastic play by Brock to beat the first and set himself up to slot that one home, hitting it just a little bit faster than Knight could recover.
But yeah, having no boost on that recovery. No Idea up two with only 68 seconds left. Have to start making a play very early on here, but unfortunately kickoff goes in favor of No Idea. Lev not able to find the challenge, and Brock beating out the next defender now into this next level Knight's corner. No Idea is just trying to waste time here, trying to play spoiler. Ball coming down through the middle, Waves, high touch. Brock there waiting, looking to get a, just keeping this ball high, just wasting all the time in the world. Scythe though with a shot, blocked out, but two went open net, and that would probably be the nail in the coffin. Hat trick for Brock.
That's got to be the dagger. 3 goals down, 45 seconds. If Next Level Knights want to win this, they have to score on an average of every 15 seconds. So I'm thinking this series is pretty much over, and No Idea will be walking away with, I mean, what we considered to be a underdog win. But I mean, I always had faith in No Idea, let's be honest, you know. But yeah, we're gonna get a 3-1 in the direction of the other team that we thought was going to be getting 3-1. So that's something to think about for sure, as No Idea is just playing out of their minds.
Yeah, No Idea have been looking great today, you know, coming off of the momentum against the #1 seed heading into the tournament for championship. Has to feel good, and hopefully is, you know, there's a good sign to come of what's going to be up next for them throughout this tournament.
100%. GG is called, players leaving the lobby, and that will be the end of the series. Knights fall 1-3 to No Idea. Great showing from both teams, and really got to hand it to the No Idea players. They played phenomenally, and I mean, Next Level Knights, they had a lot of more mistakes than I think we're used to seeing, and they got punished for them, and No Idea was very good at punishing them for those mistakes, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, but looking at that no idea side, lots of credit needs to be given to just all players all around, you know, especially Waves. There's that one moment in that final game, just the last defender getting air dribble bumped, and still able to get both saves, giving enough time for Brock to get back. I mean, their rotations were amazing, their defensive plays were amazing. Just always finding each other on the pitch and really able to execute those plays. And even though Next Level Knights was still, was a little lacking, it looked very dominant from No Idea in many parts. They made the impossible happen, and that really just shows, how elevated their game is.
Yeah, both teams had phenomenal plays. Both teams had phenomenal goals. There was just, I think, more mistakes on that Next Level Knights squad that led to a little bit of carelessness and them getting punished for leaving their net a couple times wide open. So I think Next Level Knights have a little bit of replay review to do on those games to see where they went wrong. But really, hats off to No Idea. They played super well. So that'll be it for us on the B stream. We should be back in about 15 minutes with the next set of matches. See if I can find what those two teams that are going to be playing are. Where is the spreadsheet?
Let's see.
Here it is. We have.
I believe we will have on the B stream. I think Next Level Knights are going to be. Actually, no. This is for later. This would be 8. Okay, so we will have Empty Space versus Group A third seed, which would be, I believe, No Idea, unless I'm mistaken. It's either we'd either have Empty Space versus No Idea.
Oh yes, here we go. I see now.
Empty Space versus Little Birds, but
we'll be casting lower round 1. I got you now. So yeah,
yes.
We will be casting Empty Space versus the.
I believe it's No Idea.
A third piece.
Yeah, No Idea. Out of game differential, Little Birds not able to secure that third seed. So No Idea. Hopefully continuing their dominance on that B stream. I mean, it's worked for them once. Looking to get another win on the stream.
I'm excited to cast them again. I'm liking casting this team. They've been nothing but entertaining content from what I have seen. So we're gonna get to see them again versus Empty Space. That team that we were just talking about earlier that was going up against Pause Up. They got swept actually on that far side of the, on the other side of the group stage. But Pause Up making out like bandits against Empty Space. Jesus. Who is okay? So we have Spate and the Core in the upper quarterfinals. So Spate and the Core are both qualified as in the winning bracket, which is great for them. Or upper bracket, I should say. So can we figure out then Group A 4th place? So Little Birds. Okay, so it'll be Pause Up and Little Birds on mainstream, and it will be No Idea Empty Space on the B stream. So we should see No Idea and everyone back here about 10 minutes or so. So we're gonna take a quick 10-minute break. Go get some water, grab your popcorn, and be back in 10 minutes to watch some quality Rocket League.
It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music.
always be the one that's right here standing by your side. Open up your heart and let me in. I promise not to break you. I promise I'll be all that you want. So let me in my heart before. Let me in. Oh, your love explodes. Our heart implodes. Your love explodes. Our hearts implode. weather down. We kept running from the shadows in the night, realizing it was not worth the fight. Moving on alone was what felt right, 'cause we were never meant to be. Dum dum da dum day, dum dum da dum day, dum dum da dum day, 'cause we were never meant to be. It feels good, a new beginning. We are free at last.
Hello there, everybody. Welcome in for tonight's cast. It's the first 20 seconds you did miss, but to be honest, there's nothing really happening. In the booth is me, Ground Zero, and joining me is Aaron. So we got two EU players casting away two great NA teams. In for tonight, it's Empty Space versus Next Level Knights for the quarterfinals, best of 5 as always.
Best of 5 as of always, and well, it's gonna change up real soon, but that's only for tomorrow. Today are still gonna be best out of 5s, very quick games, if you ask me, but it's not gonna be quick when you have two of these titans facing off each other, because it's do or die. Whoever wins goes through, whoever loses goes home.
It's going to be that kind of battle. It's the elimination game, so a lot on the line between these two here. So between these two, do you think it's going to be a taken away all the way to a game number, game 5, or how do you think it's going to be one-sided domination? Because we've seen some interesting games happening in for tonight.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is a game that has game 5 quality right there. And already the first goal by Nightya. Gear was too awkward to jump for that one. And, well, Nightya capitalizes, and it's already 1-0. 1 minute 20 has been played, and Next Level Knights are in the lead.
Well, that's one way to take it. First minute gone, and Nightya coming in with a very, very strong shot. Empty Space versus Next Level Kings. This is a top 3 roster in comparison to Empty Space here, who I believe their previous opponents were supposed to come in and they didn't happen. It's just some weird stuff's been happening in for tonight, so it's been very awkward. Great save coming in from Next. Pinched it away with a 50 into the corner. Crave ready for the ball, and it's going to be going for an open net shot. Next speed. Oh, bar down. Beautiful goal, and they get the tie immediately within the same minute that Next Level Knights do score.
And, well, here is the equalizer. They have been waiting for quite quick, only about like 20 seconds, 30 seconds after that first goal by Next Level Knights. Now all tied up again. This is promising, because this indirectly promises a very tight-knit game.
Oh yeah, definitely. This just goes to show that because these two teams know what is at stake, they cannot let off that gas pedal right here, right now. It's where, the big heroes are settled, and the losers do sadly go home within the first, 1-1 between these two. It's basically just a stalemate. We're stuck back at it again. Not yet taking away the ball to the corner. Crave hoping to accelerate for a shot past it, and no clear happening just yet. Next hoping this up with his teammates and will fail at that attempt. Not yet, no demo, and Lev just shooting the ball to the corner, kind of throwing with possession a bit too easily, I feel. Next is hoping to take off the ceiling. Great challenge. Just managed to scrape the ball, but sadly not enough to dismantle Kazi from a possible shot. Next coming in from the respawn. Low boost, low dribble, but nonetheless he does manage to bypass the whole defense here. 1-1. Still it remains, and it's literally half the game left here. So Aaron, this is looking a bit tight, and do you think it's going to be the one small mistake that really settles the scores between these two to see the breakaway goal?
Oh yeah, definitely there. And well, one mistake is a double commit, and just as you're saying it, it happened. A small mistake, a double commit, and boom, there is the goal. Both these teams know how to equalize on those mistakes, and this is a perfect example.
What a fantastic shot. What a fantastic goal. And Nightya back-to-back 2-0 here. Just got to make sure you don't really let up on that defense, because the other side, they're ready run, wanting to get that second goal. Equalizers. They're not going to let it happen too easily, though, hopefully.
as we've got barely 2 minutes left of this game. The game is very young here there, and the big game is very young. From the side of Next Level Knights, though, they're definitely taking it up a new whole level. Fantastic bypass in the 50 there from Next V, taken away for a possible double tap. He nearly gets the angle there, but the other side still managed to TK the possession. Lev going for the double tap, blocked by Crave, ready for the position. 1 to do still remains. 1 minute 32 seconds. The timer is ticking down, and death looming right over the head in the first game for Manfield Knight for Next Level Knights.
Next Level Knights here is going to be next. Trying to get a shot on in the middle of the net. Not quite though. It's going to be Nightya off the backboard. Can't get the double tap. Next with the follow-up. It's safe there from Kazi. Another shot from left there, but saved by Gear this time. It's going to be Gear a bit awkward. It's going to take that corner boost here. Nightya to left. Left to Nightya. It's going to be on the backboard. Crave. Can he double tap? Wow, that was going to be in his own goal. Not quite though. Gear getting the one cleared out here.
Yeah, a good clearance. Gear. Now 1 touch with the ball, had no boost, forced to take it away and give it away to the opponent's Lev. Now a great backboard setup, foot preset shot, taking it down low. Kazi with a fantastic 50, blocking that right in the nick of time. Next, the pinch coming in from the opponent, and it's been awkward of a setup, I have to say. 43 seconds left, Lev with a shot, the ball is floating, and it's an open net, 3-0. The hat-trick comes in for Naya, but I have to say, Lev really had the rights of that shot, not Naya, stealing away the little thief from his own opponent's grasp here, 1-3, 40 seconds left on the timer.
Oh yeah, that is beautiful there. You can see the duo strikes again. And well, it may or may have not been a goal steal, but who cares? They're 1-3 up. Naya takes his hat-trick here, and he's well underway to get this MVP award, maybe for the championship, eh? Why not throw that into the table?
Alright, you know what, throw everything at the table at this point. They're ready for it, and they more than likely probably would deserve their credit, to be honest, too. Naya in the corner. Taking away for the aerial. Scott from the sidewall. This is looking nasty. Wow. Flip reset. Oh, what a save from Crave. It was Crave in a save, and he got it. Was not going to allow Nightya to clip on him. That was definitely going on the Twitter. 1-3. And that's game 1 all over and done with. Settled the score in the first game for Manfield Knight. And I have to say, from this side, Team Next Level Knights are looking very strong here, Aaron.
Oh yeah, for sure. They are looking really strong here. Next Level Knights, especially Nightya coming out there, almost having double points than his teammate there, and just overall a lot of shots, a lot of offense on him. He's at 6 shots, 3 goals, 50% capitalization rate. Oh my, it's a difficult word there, but difficult word for an MVP here. Oh my, he has been performing great there. Empty Space though are still needing to search footing here.
It's gonna take a bit. It's gonna take a bit. First game jitters are always, you know, just a positive, you know, phenomenon that do occur. From Empty Space, they've had some very, very good games. Like no dogging on them at all, but they're still 4th seed in comparison to this team here. Next Level Knights, who are, you know, number 3, so just a bit above them. I think it's gonna take a lot more from Empty Space to really face off against Next Level Knights, who otherwise were coming in as the number 1 seed. So, hey, you know what? Take any tricks you have in the bag and you know, put it all visible for us in the lobby here. You're gonna need it because you're already down a game in the series.
Oh yeah, they're definitely gonna need it here. Empty Space needs to have that moment of realization here where they're like, oh, it's do or die. We have to win here. Otherwise, this, well, one of the favorites to win going in here, seed 1 Next Level Knights here are gonna need to, well, need to defend their honor, if you want to say it, call it like that.
Well, it's gonna be, it's a lot of pride on the line for both sides, and I would have to say it's no doubt. Of course, I do agree with you there, Aaron. But Naya, he's not gonna make it easy. He's already come off with a hat trick, and he's kind of sending a statement to the opposition that, you know what, I'm gonna be the MVP player. I might as well take the reins of this game here and drive you along like you're my own little pet, because Naya has been absolutely dominant from start to finish from the last game. So for, you know, Empty Space, well, you can't just be empty-headed. You gotta be calculated with your every maneuver here, especially Forbidden Temple. It always brings away some kind of form of bad luck. I don't know why. It's just cursed. Maybe it's just me, my presence, that alleviates that kind of, you know, problem, or maybe it's just an overall issue with the map itself as being as the number 2, you know, game, or the map for the number 2 games overall. Good save coming in from both sides, but overall, you know, still remains scoreless between these two.
Oh yeah, 1 minute 10 has been played and still scoreless here. I mean, at this point in last game, there was already a goal. Not this time. It shows that, well, Empty Space are playing a bit better, right? Maybe their offense, maybe their defense, I'm sorry, has been a bit more locked up than last time. You haven't really seen that breakthrough of next level Knights yet. Like, oh, there it is. Oh, never mind. Gear with the save. Now, counterattack is really Crave, but saved by Nightya.
Oh, we're about to see a tiki-taka occur there. Good passing play, but sadly, I don't really think he had boost for the last touch required for a shot like that. Never mind, Crave. He was hungry for a goal, and the opposite team with the loss from the last game is now coming in immediately strong. Great pass. Great pass. Great pass from Kazi from the ceiling itself. Great pass. Great pass from Kazi to put it off from the ceiling in. Yeah, it just pops in every now and then. What can I say? Crave with the first goal for Team Empty Space.
Team Empty Space here, getting the lead here quite late, if you ask me. But still enough time here for Next Level Knights here to be getting a little comeback here from one goal. Next a bit close to his teammate Nightya there. Might want to avoid that next time around here. It's gonna be cleared out by Gear. Good 50 there in the middle with Lev. It's gonna be Nightya up though. 50. And that is extraordinary.
Oh my god, that was filthy coming in from Naya, taking away one touch for the flip reset, immediately popping it down, and he gets a 50 with Crave, and then he pinches it down to the ground. Kazi just kind of watching that ball fall in the back of his own net there at that point, and he allowed that 1-to-1 occur right in front of his own net there, 1-to-1 right on 250 sharp. So we got half the time left here, and that's a great open net. Oh my god, they get the 50 and a save next. That was a bit of a pressure moment coming in from both sides. Empty Space do lose an opportunity for an open net though, and Naya and Lev kind of double committing over. Next they're kind of double committing on that aerial, but next back again with the pressure, demoing and bumping away they do, and I do like the gameplay that they're going for, being a bit more aggressive and physical with their gameplay in this game here.
Oh yeah, definitely. The physical gameplay is definitely showing, and it's definitely helping them a bit, trying to get this win in game 2 here to try to tie it up here. Gear up the backward, Lev with the save. Now again, it's gonna need to be cleared by Nex. He's gonna get beat though, Lev with the last minute save without any boost in his tank. And well, you can definitely see Empty Space capitalizing on Next Level Knights being a bit pushed back here. Oh, 50 there. It's gonna be Nightya. Nightya a bit awkward, taking it into his corner, being chased by Crave though. The demo Crave has an open net there, but Lev is there just in time ground to get that save.
It was a great save from Lev as well. To be honest, Crave had no boost, so it would have been just a very soft shot. Oh my god. Oh wow. Okay, Kazi. Can we talk about that shot? Crave to Kazi, and that duo was absolutely lethal. What a touch coming from Kazi to make a breakaway in Forbidden Temple. Once again, they are back in the lead.
Back in the lead where they belong. They definitely deserve to win this game. Whether they're going to do it is the question. Maybe, pardon me, it's going to be Next Level Knights who are going to change up their game plan. But Lev and Nightya with the save, but scrambling around. Kazi gets that third one in, and Next Level Knights, like they've been playing today, hasn't been really helping them.
No, that was just a very, very awkward play from. I would have to say, a lot of the blame lies on Naya, but Lev really did try his best positioning himself the way he did to get a touch like that. Sadly, Crave was just positioned far more better for the shot like that, and they got the pressure in, and it's an immediate goal, a possible open net. Oh my god, that's so close. Coming in from, I believe that was Nex, because Lev's coming in defense, and he's managed to pop in hot for a save and stopping that play right in the nick of time. Lev to the side wall, one more touch, follow up to Nightya with a 50 pinch, and it just goes away straight to the ceiling. Nightya faking to Nex, and Nex also just not even touching the ball. Unfortunately, could have been an opportunity to at least come back slightly here, but it seems Forbidden Temple will be dominated by Empty Space.
Oh yeah, definitely. I can definitely see Empty Space coming out here and getting that second game, which is going to put a lot of pressure on Next Level Knights. They're seed 1, and they're about to be, well, they're about to be eliminated by one of the lowest seeds here in the Championship series. So it's going to be tight and very nerve-wracking for them here, and it's a shot from Gear, and that is just extraordinary there. The touch to the backboard and the follow-up for the double tap is just amazing. Oh, that's your triple tap I can see there. Beautiful there from Gear 4-1.
Oh my god, Gear. That was a pop-off shot. Great goal coming in as well at the same time. fantastic triple tap and a great setup as well to really put pressure on the opposite team. Just goes to show that they are not out of this game just yet. Though it may or may not have been the best showing in the first game. As I said, first game jitters are a phenomenon that does occur, and it seems to me it just got them in the first game. Now this is a whole completely different team in comparison. Naya has only had 1 minute to pop off, one time, sorry, to pop off, and the rest of the time it seems Nex and Lev have been trying their best, but there could have been goals that they were going to come in and sadly just not taken.
Yeah, I mean, they had to take them, and well, they didn't. Now it's going to be Empty Space winning 4-1, quite dominantly, actually, if you ask me. And Naya, his team is going to make some changes, because if you don't change this up quickly, it's going to end catastrophically, because you're only in the first matchup of the playoffs, and well, it could be over very quickly for them.
It can get nauseating to play these two teams. You know, this is a very, very stacked roster playing some very, very stacked games in comparison. You know, everyone's here coming in, you know, earning their spots, right? So Empty Space, I expected a game back coming in, having adapted from the first one. The potency we saw from Next Level Knights just went completely, you know, just dead. It didn't exist anymore. I don't know what happened, but it seemed like the times that Next could have been going for a shot, especially that fade coming in from Naya, was an opportunity that they did lose. Naya seemed to be the only goal scorer. You know, Lev is in defense, where otherwise he's an offense player. It kind of seems like they switched roles halfway through in this game. So, you know, a lot of problems have come in comparison, and you know, from the last game. So just their offense just really let them down in this game. Same thing with the defense. Just all around bad gameplay. But you know what? It's the second game. They still got time in the next one. But the breakaway, the swing game here, Aaron, this is where it really matters.
Oh yeah, this is where any team here can get the match point there. And well, Lev coming off that 7-save game. Yes, 7 saves. The player you always see flip resetting and getting everything out of the closet, everything mechanical out of the closet to try to break away in that offense has just been converted to defense, and it's not really helping them, because they, even though he has 7 saves, they still lost 4-1, so they gotta change something up. They gotta have Lev more in that offense, and maybe possibly get Nex in that defense, because that's what's been working for them throughout the whole regionals and the whole major.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It's been amazing seeing these teams play, and honestly, you really couldn't have asked for a better, you know, couple of regional performances from a lot of them as well. But this is you know, do or die here, Aaron. This is where it really settles the score. And you know, quarterfinals, best of 5. It's not an easy one. You would expect a best of 7, but with how long group stages have been, you're kind of glad that a best of 5 is the only thing you're able to see here. And with the first minute, it's kind of been a stalemate between both sides, really just trying to outdo each other. They know if they make one mistake, it's a great save from Lev. The one mistake does occur, it's all over for them, and they can count their hopes. Good night.
Oh yeah, definitely here. Best out of 5, essentially turned into best out of 3 now. Not a lot of chances now for both teams to kind of set a footing and kind of see how opponents are playing, and definitely not when you're double committing like that. Luckily, Nex is there behind. Getting past 2 players, can he get past Crave? No, he cannot, but Lev can get the follow-up though. Off the backboard, Gear misses, Naya with the shot, and that's the 1-0 we've been looking for here, ground zero.
Ooh. Okay, now this is a game-winning performance. Unfortunate from Gear. He's been the one to pop up, but this time he's the one to make a mistake here, and both Grave and Kazi in net just couldn't get a touch to that ball. Desperate to save it, but just unfortunately, desperation won't be enough. 1-0, 3 minutes. 41 seconds left, so the time is ticking down, and we've seen a great goal amount scored in the last one from Team Empty Space. Let's see if we can see a possible return of them back once again. Now, you know, there's still time here, Aaron. I don't think it's going to be all over. Empty Space have shown that they're very capable of scoring against a team like Next Level Knights.
Definitely, it's not over until it's over. And Empty Space have shown that. 4-1 there in the second game. The first game they've lost, so hey, it's definitely never over, but Next can make it darn close to over.
Ooh, that's a bit too close for comfort there. Great pass opportunity though. Next is starting to be a bit more, you know, admirably involved with a lot of the plays here, which is great to see. The passing plays coming in. They're trying to really employ the usage of the teammates coming in from Next Level Knights, and they have fantastic save. Once again, I really don't like that boost he's using, but hey, you know what? Whatever requires him to pop off, we'll take it. Naya in the corner now with Lev, and Lev seems to just bypass the ball completely. Naya hoping to clear it down. Stuck once again. Lev off the backboard. Hoping to clear it. Someone, he gets a flip reset. It's possible opening. No boost, and he gets an open net shot. Hey, Lev, insane pop off.
Oh, beautiful pop off there from Lev. No, had 0 boost, no players inside in that goal there, and he just flicked it perfectly, top left corner there, and ground 0. This is the goal they've been looking for. If they can get this, well, keep this for that next half of the game, they are going to be on match point, and that is going to be ideal for them going into the next stage of the playoffs. And Empty Space are going to need to pack their bags then. But like I said, it's not over.
Ooh.
Oh, it's over, but it can be really close to it, and it's getting to that now because it's looking like Next Level Knights are going to win this game here, and then they're going to be on match point.
Well, it's been close calls. It's been a very close game originally in the first couple of minutes, but the latter half of the game has been just absolutely dominated here. And we've seen the same thing
4-0.
happen. Oh, 4-0. A taste of their own medicine, one might say, for Team Empty Space. They did the very same thing in Forbidden Temple against Next Level Knights, and now they're just it's bitter. It's a bittersweet moment here coming in. Nonetheless, though, Next Level Knights are going to be very happy having beaten over a team like this in Empty Space 4-0 in this game. That's a very, very dominant showing. And overall, they've still got 2 minutes left, so I don't think they're going to be over just yet. They really want to make sure that the message is sent home quite clearly stamped in bold letter inks here. And sadly, it's going to be one missed opportunity from Lev, but next with control of the possession, 2 minutes left on the timer, and the ball is still just floating in the opposition's half here.
Oh!
Ooh.
Next there with the 5-0, ladies and gentlemen. 5-0, yes. This is a completely different game from that Forbidden Temple game. Oh my goodness gracious. 5-0. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you're seeing this correctly. 5-0. Next Level Knights.
Next Level Knights 5-0. That is ruthless. I think you would have thought Mercy was not non-existent coming in from Empty Space, but the Next Level Knights, they said, why don't we go up this? Just go for a different level. Well, the clue's in their name. They are Next Level Knights for a reason. They're always here to take up the game to a different level whenever possible. They're looking for another shot. Save from Kazi. Clearance off the backboard there. One man was ready for the ball and gonna be kind of stuck. The ball floating in the midfield. Looking a bit tense there from Next Level Knights and them. Now they're just waiting for the timer to tick down as seconds go by. It's still 1 minute left on the timer, and I would have to say still enough for Next Level Knights to pop in with one more goal, just to absolutely dog on the mentality of, oh my god, what a redirect shot. Pass and play tonight. Yeah, no boost from the man himself. Next, left alone in defense, and Cray with the 50 now. He misses the ball completely as left floats at the air. One more touch. Can he find a teammate? He finds not yet, but he's going to go for the solo play. A demo. The last man and a save coming in from here, just floating that ball right down midfield.
Right down midfield again it is, Crave. They're gonna get it on the back there. It's gonna be Nightya. Good clearance out. It's just been showing throughout this whole game. Their defense is solid. Their offense is extraordinary. And well, when you have that, winning 5-0 isn't that weird at all.
It's not. It's really not. 5-0, 33 seconds. We kind of expected it from Next Level Knights, though they may be number 3 right now. They were still a very, very high process number 1 seed here coming in, as with the brand upgrade as well at the same time. So hey, maybe the brand rebuff has just really helped them in this series.
Oh, maybe Pirates on a bot, formerly known as, of course, but Next Level Knights has been really helping them, and oh my, the 6-0 is already on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. Gear leaving the match early. Not a good scene from Empty Space there.
I know it may not go over, but I think 6-0 was kind of a big hit to their confidence because they came in very nice in game number 2, and this one 6-0 comes in as, okay, maybe there's a lot more we needed to do because it seems Next Level Knights have adapted faster than we did.
Oh yeah, definitely. And Next Level Knights, this is a completely different game we have seen from that. I mean, last game was just Forbidden Temple. That was just such a different game from Next Level Knights. And like I said, maybe they listened into the cast, maybe they listened into our tips, and well, they exactly did that. Beautiful. And if they can keep this up, it wouldn't be worth to seeing them in the next round, next match.
It's gonna take a lot more time. You know what? This is the last opportunity from Empty Space. Do they want to take it to a game five, where they're gonna have to put in a lot more pressure on Next Level Knights? And they've shown themselves to be very capable of at least popping that playoff. It's no problem at all from them. They're very capable of it. They took a more chilled approach, just more focus on offense, and their defense wasn't something that really let them down this time, which is great to see. I don't know what happened last game. We should have seen a more consistent play from Next Level Knights, but I'll take a game performance like this as well.
Oh yeah, great performance it is, and well, ground zero. They gotta continue that in this game. We are in possibly the last match here. Utopia Coliseum Dusk here at your service, and it might be the last map we're seeing today. If not, we're gonna go on the legendary champions field. But let's not talk too early, because last game was 6-0.
Oh, 6-0. I don't think it's gonna be as easy for Empty Space now that they come off a 6-0 loss, and Gear immediately recognized the fact that this car is just not something that's working out for him, so he's gonna have to take in all the stops and try and change it away any way possible to remove this placebo to settle on top of his head here. And because even the Fennec, and he's gone for the bluster bar, so hey, you know what? He looks a little bit more stealthier, so we'll take whatever we could get from the side of Gear here. But Empty Space, they've given a lot of empty space, I feel, to the opposition. Next Level Knights have been able to really employ that quite well.
Oh yeah, next level knights have just been like you said, that is moving their strong points, but it's just like they've been doing everything as strong as they can. Their rotation is very good. Their offense has been extraordinary. Their defense has been on point as well. What are they lacking? I mean, that flick is lacking its power, but what are they lacking?
I would have to say midfield control. I haven't really we've seen it happen, somewhat in the second game in Forbidden Temple, where they had a really well dominated played out game there. But ever since then, it's just kind of gone down the hill, same way, the same problem. They kind of do it, play it out weirdly. I just had a bit of lag. I don't know what happened. The cars just started spinning around the circle. Scared.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, we've been disconnected there. Mel is not or our producer has not been disconnected, so we are still able to giving you commentary, but for now I've been kicked out of the game, so that's not handy.
I'm in still. I should be good for a bit more. It's 0-0 still, 3 minutes left, and it's a bit awkward there for next. But he's managed to save it away from the corner. Up into the air he goes, and he pinches it just to clear it down field here. Looking for a double tap pass up. He nearly had the angle. Crave with the save is not going to allow a play to go down. And it seems was it all of us who have a hit here? But no, everyone seems to be okay. Oh wait, there's one man who left. It seems. What is happening? Why is everyone pausing the game?
Yeah, the servers are struggling. I think we might need a restart here. Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, Night DC, that's unfortunate. Just a bit of a more technical difficulty. We were kind of expecting it, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie.
Yep. Yep, we are restarting. Everyone got kicked out of the game, and well, Epic Games, you gotta be listening in, man. You got $1 million company, and you're still getting me kicked out of these games. Let's get it. Let's get this. Well, Ground Zero. Let's get to talking, eh? I mean, while we're working on getting the lobby back up, I mean, how was it looking for the first half of the game?
It was kind of close. It just felt like the flow control was more in hand for Next Level Knights, which would be expected. They came off a very, very good 6-0 game in the previous one, so they didn't really let the 4-1 loss affect them as much, which I feel is great. They could just kind of temper themselves out and adapted and changed up their strat a bit more focused on the offense, and it cleared through Empty Space quite easily.
Oh yeah, Empty Space were struggling a bit there, but hey. Hey, Empty Space here is a very good team. If one team is able to do this and pull this off, it's gonna be Empty Space. But Empty Space have to keep their composure. I know you just lost that last game 6-0, but take this as a timeout. Take this game as a timeout. Take that crash as a timeout. Get yourself back together and try to get this game forward, to try to take it to Champions Field at least for them.
it's a lot to ask for with a really hard step, taken away from from them. They've had the rug literally pulled out right from beneath their feet. They came in very very strong, but it suddenly seems like what they could have been able to do, empty space, just died as the game went by, and especially the last one, they just focused on nothing. There's no midfield control, no offense, no defense, just rotating and just trying their best to do something, but that half-ass effort just had no presence in the field overall to the likes of Next Level Knights. So it's easy. It's no doubt, no wonder why they really came off with a 6-0 win.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, this 6-0 win, it was just so dominant. I felt like the game was just going on forever, and but Next Level Knights, they are, I mean, absolutely playing like a #1 seed.
They kind of want to show themselves. They may have lost a lot of the presence in the overall, this game here today for the championship. But hey, you know what? They'll take the game as they can come by, and now we're back again, and they should be ready to take the game away. And to be honest, I think they're going to take their time because they had 3 minutes was when the DC happened from Naya.
3 minutes happened when the DC happened from Naya, is it?
Yeah,
Are we just restarting from the 5 minutes here?
I guess they kind of want to look. It kind of looks like they're gonna take that option. It seems so. Hey, whatever the players decide on, I'm happy with it.
Oh yeah, definitely here. Oh, definitely here. Well, almost the first goal there. And oh my. Unfortunately, I mean it's an extra game, and I'm not even sure if that's possible to put in 3 minutes for a game. I don't have the RLCS. Don't have the RLCS admin perms.
Admin ability, yeah. Sadly,
I would
hey,
love
you know
to.
what? One day we'll get it. One day we'll get it from an event we do for Epic or something. You know what? Who knows? That day might be coming soon. But in the meantime, Naya and Lev stealing with the ball from the grasp of the opponents, empty space in the corner, stuck working against, and Kazi finally managed to find a breakaway, and we saw a near goal coming in from Lev in the first minute itself, so I think they're coming in real strong, coming from the side of Next Level Knights, as we can see.
Indeed, here it's gonna be Lev, Naya. Naya now off the sidewall is gonna try to look for a 50. Lev intercepting it though before he can even try to think about a 50. Exchange demo there from Lev and Crave here. Now it's gonna be off the backboard. It's gonna be next. Getting it out. Kazi still there. Double commit there. Gear and Kazi. Let's see what Naya can capitalize on it. It's gonna be off the backboard, but Crave with the backboard defense count.
Ooh, this is looking a bit tight from both sides. They're trying their best. Some great saves coming in, especially from the likes of Crave and Kazi here. But do they have a gear again? Good back and forth, managing to at least get a clip to the ball here. 0 boost though, so it seems that they're finally finding some problems when it comes to the resources here. And Naya with a slow aerial, easily capitalized on by Kazi to pass the gear flowing away with the ball. He's got a flip reset, double flip reset, and a save from Next, and Naya will pop that ball away as we see on the back where it's Lev controlling that flow from the side wall. It's not going to happen as Naya low boost, and it seems everyone just working with nothing in the tank. Crave missed a double tap opportunity, and it's going to be a save that does occur. In the meantime, in the corner, Naya with a 50 thrown away to the ceiling. He fights off Crave with a 50 as well. Oh my god, it's just all over the place when it comes to challenges. Everyone just wanted to get their 2 cents on the ball here for a second.
Oh yeah, Lev there! Oh my! And this is what we have been waiting for, Lev. Where was that in the rest of the series? Or in the past of the series, I meant. Oh my, flip reset, and he just does it as if it's the easiest thing ever ground.
Well, it's Lev. What do you expect? Well, you expect exactly that. He's very capable when it comes to plays like these, and he's able to exhibit some great mechanical abilities. He's known for this, Lev, and it's no doubt no reason why he's been picked up by the likes of Next and Naya and Lev at the same time. So hey, going to be taken away 1-0. They've got this game in hand. It's looking pretty similar. Just for the goal in hand here, it's the opposition. Next Level Knights are back in. So this is the game that they really need to win at the same time, Aaron, because this is the do or die moment to go big or go home. And it looks like they're going to be forcing Empty Space to go home here.
Oh yeah, they're definitely gonna try to be forcing indeed here. Empty Space to go home, and another flip reset attempt there from Lev, but not as successful as the other one was. It's gonna be Crave in the net, but Crave, that is not something you do at this level. Why is he reversing in the net there? Ground? Can you?
I don't know. I do not know what the man has been doing there. That's just a big mistake, and it's an open net opportunity for next, and he's gonna take it. He's gonna take it easily, capitalizing on the opportunity for an open net. They're gonna get the second goal, so they bypass a lot of the pressure that they were feeling just before the DC happened, and now they're back into comfortable mode. But they've still got 2 minutes left here, and that's a great goal from Kazi, showing next level Knights that the game is still not over yet. There's still 2 minutes ticking down.
Oh yeah, still 2 minutes ticking down there, and Lev wasn't just like you just wasn't able to save that one, and unfortunately for him there, the first goal the empty space is gonna get. They only have 1 minute 45 seconds to be getting that comeback in, but also they're gonna be looking out for this offense that Next Level Knights are building up throughout the series, and there is one moment, the next ceiling pinch there, but it's just saved out left, trying to beat out Gear there. 50 is just gonna draw in the middle there. It's gonna be next taken into the corner. Not really much that can be done there. It's gonna be Crave there. 50 Nightya Lev is rushing towards it. 50 there. It's gonna go towards Nex. Nex has to catch this one. It's gonna just take it into the corner where Crave is waiting for him. 50 there, but Nightya is gonna clear this one out with an air dribble.
They're down in the corner next with control. Go for the dribble, and it seems to be blocked. But Lev is there once again with back in hand with the ball. Next, taking it away. And from the ceiling, he's trying to imitate his teammate Lev there, but unfortunately, just not a really good, accurate representation of that one. Lev demoed for all his effort, but he still manages to clear it down. Next corner. And then from the sidewall, Musty flick. Not yet with the clearance, and it's an open net for Next to pre-flip into the shot. Blocked again, and they're trying their best, but it's so hard. It's too close here. Empty space. Just desperation and the sweat rolling down their foreheads as they're trying to get that equalizing goal, push it to a game 5, and overall just an OT in this game overall as well. And the pressure, it seems, is just not enough because Team Next Level Knights, they have them blocked at every which avenue, but the other side, they're doing their best at the same time. So all that matters now is the next 20 seconds to really settle the score, who will win. But right now, it is Next Level Knights in the lead.
Next Level Knights here in the lead, and they only have 10 seconds here to equalize, and there's a chance. Crave there, bouncing down off the crossbar, and no one there to follow it up. Naya is gonna be relieved, pinching that one out, but it's still alive very much. And no, it's not. And oh my, what a game that was. Next Level Knights are through.
GG's.
I wish I could see your face cam.
Oh yeah, I wish I could see you. You could have seen my sweat on my own face out there, because that was a very, very close game. A bit too close for comfort in the last minute there, but you know what? Next Level Knights do manage to put it through, Aaron.
Amazing Next Level Knights. It was very close. Let's give Empty Space the props that they deserve. I mean, they were making it very close. An unfortunate reset of the game as leads to them losing, and the reset of the game, I mean, it wasn't really gonna help them.
It was a bit too rough there. Empty Space tried their best. They put a very, very good game in game number 2, but it felt like the fall off needs to be studied straight after that, because the presence on the field wasn't as threatening as game number 2 showed that they're very capable of doing. So Empty Space just wasn't able to put on their A game, and sadly they will be going home back through the airport all the way down to a Lossville. So because there's no lower bracket, there's no other hope. You just gotta, accept the loss as it is.
Oh yeah, they just have to accept that loss and go forward with their lives. Fortunately, their SCS Championship has ended, and well, congrats to them. Congrats to Next Level Knights going through.
Oh my. It's been a great game, but you know what? There's only one winner, there's only one loser, and GG's Next Level Knights will be the ones to move forward in today's championship, day number 2. As they move on, we'll have to see how the lower quarterfinals will go, because the upper quarterfinals is currently in a tiebreaker, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah, you're right about that one. And oh my, this is gonna be a tight one, but stay here. We're gonna be back in approximately like 5 or 10 minutes with some new action, and you don't want to miss that one. See you guys in a couple of minutes. Sorry.
Raise the fuck up. can't wait.
Right here, standing by your side. Open up your heart and let me in. I promise not to break you. I promise I'll be all that you want. So let me in my heart before. Let me in. Oh, your love explodes. Our hearts implodes. Your love explodes. Our hearts implode.
We were Welcome in, everyone. We are here after watching that fantastic match between Next Level Knights and Empty Space with Nightya. Nightya, welcome in to the main broadcast, and thanks for stopping by for an interview after a very nice W.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, so I just real quick, I want to go over what the vibes were like in the comms and then the VC. You guys go over from a loss straight into winning against a team that typically finds their hot streak here in the playoffs. So kind of what was the mindset and attitude going into this next match?
I mean, we kind of had the mindset of like we're trying to just bounce back from how we played because we didn't have like a strong start against No Idea, obviously. So we kind of had the mindset of just playing how we normally play and then just going from there each game.
Yeah, and playing like you normally play, we've seen you guys kind of find a new level with adding in Nex. There's been kind of that, revolving door of third that we've kind of touched on here on the broadcast whenever we see you guys with a new one, but sticking with him throughout the major and now into the championship. We've seen you and Lev both kind of elevated by his play. Can you kind of speak to what that decision was and how you guys are liking this new third and this new 3-stack that you guys have?
Yeah, I would say with Next, it's like a lot easier with defense because it's easier for us all to trust each other, and we can put more faith in like, let's say, being a little more aggressive and just trusting that Next will have like the follow through or at least like a passing opportunity. We just know that he's gonna be there, just be in a spot that'll keep us not scored on or keep us with pressure on the opponent's half.
Yeah, he definitely has added that next element and kind of, at least from a viewer perspective, seeing you guys play at a new level and reach new heights. It's been really nice to see. But yeah, going forward now, is it still just this same mindset of just keep playing your style of Rocket League, or are you guys going to now workshop a little bit heading in further to the bracket?
I would say probably for the first game, like depending on who we play, we'll probably play how we normally play, and we'll just make adjustments depending on how each game goes.
All right. Awesome. Very, very well done in tonight's performance. We will see more of you as the night goes on and into tomorrow. Best of luck throughout the rest of your run, but we're going to go ahead, get you back to the VC, get back in the lab with the boys, and it's going to be Beaver and I to bring you into our next match.
All right, sounds good. Thank you for casting.
Thank you. Beaver, we're here.
Yo!
It's been a while since we've been on the booth together, dude.
We are here, the Spate boys, back in town in Somber. It couldn't be for a better matchup. I would say arguably the most highly anticipated matchup in SCS history. You have the boys from Spate Esports, of course, that team that has dominated all of Major 2, but you have not seen a squad like this on the Pip side. Resinal, Skippy, and none other than Arsenal himself rounding out that squad. I don't know how we're the lucky ones here, Somber, but I am pumped to see some amazing Rocket League here for the uppers quarterfinals. These teams have grinded all throughout that opening group stage to get to where they are. They have the extra life still. It's going to be a hell of a series, Somber.
Yeah, I feel like we can't overstate how great this matchup is going to be. You have Spate Esports, winners of 4 straight events, going up against Pips, who just went clean through their group. They did not have an easy run of things. They had to take down teams like No Idea and Next Level Knights. We see those teams here in the playoffs with us, and they just made light work of it. And that wasn't even with Arsenal on the squad. That was with Risky, who Risky came in yesterday and just had an absolutely legacy performance in multiple games. And Resinal and Skippy, they've been so solid throughout this whole thing. But this is one of the roadblocks that they have yet to get past, is the Spate Esports squad. And I think that despite having Arsenal in and collecting the Infinity Gauntlet, so to speak, here for the championship, they're still not going to have an easy run at things.
Absolutely. I mean, and I just said, that's a stacked group. I mean, again, you had No Idea there. You had Next Level Knights. You had Peeps. You had Little Birds. You had Patty Formula. All teams that we saw do very well throughout the whole season. And to come unscathed, a perfect 5-0 with that roster. And now you add Arsenal. It's like, man, they were juggernauts as it is. But here we go on top of it. But you got the momentum. if you're Spade, obviously you're coming off of winning performances. You know, something somber is to be said about that team chemistry. We've seen it a few times, or if you haven't played with a squad before, you know, you don't have necessarily the comms. You're not sure how they played. I mean, it worked well for Pips yesterday, as Skippy had said in the interview. You know, we hadn't played with him before, but he did well to force for us. I mean, it's just going to be so good. And Somber, obviously, you and I ran through, you know, the main RLCS roster for last season. This particular matchup between these 6 players are something that we would have seen for a top 16 qualifier. This is absolutely a top 24 caliber matchup. Again, maybe one of the best we've ever seen in SCS. And I just know these players are ready to get it kicked off. I'm ready to get it kicked off. I think I could say the same for you.
Yeah, I'm definitely ready. And speaking of RLCS, like In-Person University, the team that Kevin and TNT played with WOVA, was a consistent top 24 team. They made it to day 3. They made it to those elimination games. Basically, every single qualifier just couldn't get past that last win. And then now you have Pigeon, who is currently sitting at number 80 globally in twos. He is one of the highest ranked players in the world. That is such a massive upgrade. And I feel like, again, we can't undersell either of these rosters. They are so good. They are so good top to bottom, through and through. You are going to have your work cut out for you either side. I feel like it's going to come down to who has the most chemistry. I know that Arsenal and Skippy, they have been playing a ton together. So that may be that deciding factor. It may be the mechanical prowess of Pigeon. We don't know yet. And the only thing that will tell us is the pitch, as we are mere seconds away from kickoff.
Seconds away. And I know we're still on that best of 5 stage, but man, if this one was a best of 7, you would have just loved to see it. But players are heading into the lobby here. It is the Group A, number 1, a perfect 5-0 Pips versus the Major 2 Dominators and Spade Esports. Group B, number 2, kicking off now in the Spade Championship Series.
Kicking off what realistically should have been a grand finals match, but the core playing spoil to that group and sending Spade to that number 2 seed lets us see a possible grand finals caliber match here early as Arsenal tries to rip a shot. And again, Resinol is the one to open things up for Pips. They have done it time and time again, and they are still in form here today.
That's just an absolute punch in the mouth to Spade there from the Pips. And it just starts off of that quick, fast-paced play. And you can tell there's a little bit of a speed difference here, even off of that jump. That ball's just ping-ponging around so quickly. There was no chance for Spade there. Put it home, and the opening goal was then, but a misplay in the back of the net. You'd like to think that they may have come up with the save there. I believe that was... Oh, he got bumped, so you got to give him a little grace there, but you got to think that Arsenal was going to push that one out. Instead, it's in the back of the net, and Spade immediately answers 27 seconds. 2 goals. What's that put us? Like, you know, maybe on pace for 20 or so?
Yeah, I'm going to call it at a 21-20 scoreline. Just hedging my bets a little bit, going with that, being that it's going to be that close. But talking about pace, I feel like you're discrediting Spade a little bit. Maybe the pace difference isn't that great. I feel like Spade is usually used to playing a little bit slower. They can kind of take their foot off the gas. We're going to see a different level as right off the rip, they get 2 unanswered, 2 in a row for themselves to put them in front. Opening 40 seconds has been chaos, to say the least, as we see a kickoff strat come out. Skippy beat off the ceiling by Pigeon. Pigeon gonna rip a shot. Resinol now puts this into the corner, swinging around, trying to get it infield over to Skippy. Skippy has to 50 out Kevin. Arsenal now on the ball, taking over, just trying to get over to that backboard, find something to maybe set up a midfield play of some sort, but it ended up getting stifled out by the defense of Spate. It's now Kevin ripping another quick shot, sends it way too far, wide left into that corner. Resinol on the ball. They are dangerous here, but low boost. Gonna add a little bit of difficulty to that play. Pigeon now, demo on the back line. They might have a shot here. They go for another bump. The shot is high. TNT on the cleanup, no good. Saved away by Resinol.
Yeah, Kevin tried to pop that one back in, nothing doing. It's Arsenal all the way down the pitch, goes for the air dribble bump, taken away by Kevin. TNT's gonna put a body on Resinol. The extension play up the field. TNT with a touch, not gonna be able to get the second. Arsenal just pushes this out. We are seeing a quiet a bit of these passing plays. The extension coming on through TNT and makes another ball. Gonna drop this down for Resinal, not able to get there. Now it's Arsenal with low boost, but he does pick up the corner. Another corner pickup. That's not gonna be an offensive attack by Spate, and Pips looking to counter now.
Oh, the big counter play. It tries to go far
Ooh.
post. Almost got the narrow angle. Skippy ultimately going to be deleted off the pitch for their offensive efforts. Arsenal now just kind of floating there, trying to keep this one close to the midfield. Let Skippy take over. They have to 50 out TNT. Resinal launches it downfield. Skippy wanted to get that pre-jump, but now it's a pre-jump play from Pigeon. They had great control, but 50 out down below. TNT and Skippy, a little bit of a 50-50 there at the midfield. Kevin keeps the play alive in the blue half. TNT drop down, almost has the double tap. Pigeon down below. Gonna dunk that one through. And as we hit the halfway mark of game one, we got a 3-1 scoreline for the side of Spate.
I mean, it's just an outstanding play by TNT there. Pigeon will get credit for the goal, of course, but TNT off of the back wall, able to make that touch and rile that up for Pigeon to put it home. I got to say, I did say there's a little bit of difference in the first couple seconds, and generally it's, it's not about getting punched in the mouth. It's about how you respond. They gave up the first blood, and they are continuing to hunt for more as Kevin will enter the tally sheet himself. Spate are just putting it on Pips.
Kevin just goes bar down, kisses that crossbar. 4-1 scoreline. If you told me that this was going to be the scoreline of a game one between these two teams, I would have put you in the loony bin, because this should have been either a shootout, both sides being at 5-6 goals apiece, or 0-0 and it needs late game heroics. But a dominant game one performance so far. Now leading into the final 2 minutes, you still got some time to respond if you're Pips, and great defense from Skippy might just start that. They get a great fake there. Now to the airs, Pigeon trying to cause him havoc. It's off the backboard. Resinal gets bodied out by Kevin, just boxed out on that rebound touch. Arsenal gets launched with the ball. Kevin down below has to try to play a 50 against Arsenal. It's right back into the hands of TNT. They cut on that one, get two to jump, but Arsenal able to launch that into the orange corner. Pigeon takes over with possession, gets beat out by Skippy, leading the charge downfield. Kevin over to Pigeon. Pigeon back to Kevin. Kevin rips the shot, but Arsenal with a great save keeps this one still at 4-1.
Minute 20 to go. Time running out here on the Pips. They're going to need something very quickly to contest here. It's been an onslaught of offense from the initial attack from Spade. They let up that early one. Since then, it has been 8-2 in favor of the shots. Spade now putting 9 up on the board, and right on cue again. It has been the physical play of Spade that has been a decider in this one so far. 5 demos on the side of Spade. Nothing doing for this Pip squad. And I think that empty player on defense is definitely taking a toll on Pips here in game one.
Definitely, and that's been a style of Pips you've seen on the other side, but getting away from it because you don't have that safety net of a third. They're usually gone. They're deleted off the pitch, but they are usually the aggressors in these game ones. They're usually the ones getting these big demos. As Arsenal's taking off the pitch, Skippy having to make a great save. Pull out the acrobats there for the moment. TNT right back on it, just trying to kill more time in this orange half as it looks all but over in game one. But yeah, the aggression, the just pure nuisance that is this Spate squad. We don't see it this early in a series, but maybe just coming in with the mentality of, hey, you got an RLCS pro and 2 top 16 players on the other side. If we want to beat them, got to delete them. So you take them off the pitch, you neutralize that threat, and now it's up to Pips to respond with a great game too.
Yeah, and they have to answer back here quickly again. Just a best of 5 in this series. It started out, I mean, for Pips, it was a dream. I mean, that's the best thing you could possibly ask for, is getting an opening goal within the first few seconds. And Spate, I mean, they had the ice to shake that off and decide, hey, that was a fluke. We're going to continue to dominate the rest of the game. It was 60% field domination for Spate Esports, outshooting them 11 shots to 3. And they had to have something done with the shots. There was 5 saves on the side of Pips. And then we all, of course, saw those 4 hit the back of the net. And I think Kevin could have had one at the end there, but perhaps just playing a little nice. Didn't want to put one into the empty net. I know if I'm Kevin, I'm slamming that thing home and just doing the insults and the injury, but maybe he just didn't want to irritate Pips and perhaps get them going with the late goal there. But we do have a wardrobe change here for Skippy and Resinal. Maybe the new digs in game 2 will help them avoid those demos.
Yeah, maybe something a little bit stealthier. You're not so obvious on the pitch. You're not the one with the target on your back. I feel like maybe the play style of Skippy, we know throughout the RLCS split, he loved to just collect demos every single game. So that does put a target on your back when that's your flavor of gameplay. But we'll see here how they adjust to the pace and the aggression that Spate came out to in game number 2 as they took that game 1 in convincing fashion. Skippy already starting off with a demo of their own. Kevin has to take over with low boost. Resinal returns the favor with just a volley downfield. Arsenal flip reset low, gets 2 touches, no teammate available to clean that one up, but could have been an opening goal for Pips to set the tone.
Could have been. That was what they needed to kind of get back in shape. Physical play did pick up early. It was on the backside. Skippy picked up the demo, but Arsenal got demoed as well, who fires a shot towards net, taken away by TNT. Into the corner here. It is Pigeon. The technical aspects of Pigeon, we saw it on display all of Major 2. We've seen lots of players from this Spate Esports squad just show up in different times. It's not a typical hard carry squad where you have just Pigeon popping off all the time, or TNT or even Kevin popping off all the time. It's really a game-by-game basis of who is purely just feeling it, and they kind of typically go with the hot hand, does Spade Esports. So there's really no X factor because they're all so equal in how they distribute the ball and score points.
Yeah, and it's always the case of who's going to be the hottest because all of them can turn it up, but they just somehow find a way to whoever is playing the best that particular game, find a way to get the ball in their hands and let them make plays, as it might be TNT in game number 2, flip reset taken away by Skippy. Arsenal now to the skies, low boost, hands it right back over to Skip, and down below is Arsenal, but that one, second save from Kevin going to come out, keep this one at 0-0. This is much more of what we expected game number 1, much more of a stalemate in a battle, but that one going to be just a slot from TNT, 1-0 for Spate Esports.
TNT going coast to coast all the way down the pitch for that one. Arsenal does get credit for the save, but it still finds a way to float underneath the bar and in. And it is a 1-0 lead here for Spade as they draw first blood here on Forbidden Temple here in game 2. In a best of 5, I mean, going down 2-0, that is a tough reverse sweep with that back against the wall. So you need to see an answer here from Pips, and you'd like to see it maybe before that second tally goes on the score sheet. But it's really the first sign of, as you could say, maybe weakness from this Pip squad that we've seen over the weekend. Again, a reminder, they went 5-0 all the way through groups here. They are unblemished, but they got their backs against the wall almost here in this upper semis.
Yeah, we did see them with some games where they looked a bit shaky. Again, they were playing with Risky instead of Arsenal. And you got to think that it could also be the fact that these guys, they were waiting for this game to go around. They were just kind of, warming up in their own rights. And maybe Spate Esports was just that much more locked into game number 1, but a much more closer game 2 shows Pips that they're starting to find their groove. They're starting to find their way. Arsenal now trying to find something central, but that read going to be taken away by TNT. Skip right back on this to keep it in the orange half. Resinal goes up a low boost. Arsenal, last man back, was being chased down by TNT, but they decided to just camp at the midfield, try to rip a shot central, find goal number 2. Pigeon pops that one up. Another great shot by Resinal right there. It's a bit too slow. Accidental backflip off of that one. Arsenal in the corner has to take a 50 against Kevin. Leaves it up to Skippy to take over. Pigeon right there at the midfield. A little bit of an overcommit here by Spate. Running a bit risky, playing that far up at the midfield, but it might turn into gold. Instead, it's now Resinal chain dashing along the wall, trying to just find their way into pace back onto it, but the counterattack stalls out as everyone for Pips is just tapped on the gas tank.
And not a lot of boost in the tank for that one. Need a refill on the NOS as Pigeon dribbling this one up the field, going to get taken away by Skippy. A demo in front. Pigeon not able to get a hold on that one towards the net. Will be denied here as we come up in the last 69 seconds. 1-0 lead here. Still anybody's ball game here in the waning seconds here of game 2 as Pigeon trying to get the insurance goal. Goes coast to coast. Looks for the bump on Arsenal. Arsenal does evade. Now it is Skippy. Down the pitch, intercepted by TNT. Going for the corner double. Taken away by Resinal. Now here comes the counter. It's Skippany. Resinal goes right. Pops this one up for Rez. Gets beaten out by Pigeon. They had all three. Sort of a flying V there, Somber, but still no offensive attack here by the Pips.
Yeah, their offense really just does find its way out to the midfield and stall out as Resinal going to look for a shot there. But again, it's too slow and a bit off target. Infield passing play. Resinal going to snipe that one, though. And Resinal, they make up for the miss off a beautiful pass from Arsenal, and Pips are right back in this under 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, that's just great vision by the RLCS veteran, able to not only grab that corner boost, but he sees Resinal streaking across the pitch. You just can't handle that misdirection and something speeding at the net that fast. Perhaps another one off kickoff got taken out by TNT and Pigeon, making sure to keep this one locked at 1. It's Skippy, no boost, goes for the fake. Instead finds a 50 that is going to go to Resinal. Last 10 seconds, clicking off the clock here. Arsenal's got to make a touch over Kevin and does. Pigeon looking for the corner double, puts it in the backfield. This one rolling along the ground. It will touch the turf. Overtime in game 2.
If TNT got the slightest pop on that, that would have been a 0-second thriller, but instead we see overtime, and it will be the question of Skippy and being able to just outplay everyone. But TNT back-to-back saves, making it a game here in overtime. Resinal keeps the pressure alive. A little bit stuck on that ceiling there. Good 50 out, bounces hard off the backboard. Easy to read for Pigeon. Resinal, risky save there, almost puts it in the back of their own net. Skippy to take over, has Resinal down below, able to pop back up, try to return it back into the hands of Skippy. Skippy awkward. Pigeon just going to look for 2 touches. Demo on the back line in Arsenal. Kevin now trying to keep it central again, but Skippy takes away any kind of read off that backboard. Arsenal possession taken away. TNT goes for the shot. They have been the hot hand and try to ice things here in overtime, but we are still alive now with Pips on the counter.
1 minute elapsed here. It's been kind of a back and forth with just an onslaught of attack. You got to give it up to Spate. It was a dangerous opportunities there. At least 3 different shot attempts came through off the opening seconds of OT. They found a way to hold on strong, and now Pips finding a way to hold on strong along the back end as well. 1:15 elapsed off the clock. Resinal shot towards net, intercepted by TNT. Now it's Arsenal. Got Pigeon to beat. Snipes the bottom left corner. Just a little bit wide here. Skippy looks to keep it in. Kevin with a full tank, going to get pinched out towards the midfield. Anybody home from Pips? No dice. TNT back up the pitch. Taken away by Kevin. Looking to go into the corner there. Taken away by Arsenal. The seesaw overtime continues here in game 2.
Very, very back and forth game. Both sides just peppering the net, and then it stalls out, and it's right back to Peppers on the net. But you got to find that breakaway play. Arsenal was looking for a demo, low boost, bump of some kind. Arsenal pops it back up, leaves it for someone to get. That someone's going to be Pigeon. Pigeon takes it back down to the ground. Skippy has to play it down below, but right into the hands of Kevin. Kevin finds Pigeon out of the corner. Demo on the back line. 2 demos come out, and that's going to be an overcommit on the demo attempt. TNT, who else to ice this overtime and put Spate up 2-0 in the series?
Yeah, it's just a little bit of panic I feel there by Resinal. He knew his teammates were off the pitch. He didn't have a lot of boost to work with and said, hey, I got to do something with it. Let me just hit it. Unfortunately, it was right into TNT, who was never missing that one. Your MVP of game 2, 702 on the score sheet. A pair of goals along with that game winner, 3 saves, and it was a little bit closer there. Of course, 10 shots versus 11 for Spate, but they are in a commanding 2-0 lead here. You know, you can't obviously say that you're shocked because this team has proven that they've been able to win huge matches all major long. But Somber, were you expecting a 2-0?
I saw this go in game 5, and it very well could be, but it's going to need a Herculean effort from the side of Pips. They're going to need to go the distance and reverse sweep at this point. It will not be the first time that we see a reverse sweep in a big game, but it definitely is going to be a tough task as we head into game 3 on DFH Stadium. Only time will tell if this is going to be a clean opening playoff round for Spate Esports, or if Pips show the life that they need to have in this series.
I mean, just for viewership's sake, I would love for this obviously to continue along, but I mean, it's had everything we could ask for in a series so far. It's had the clips, it's had the overtime, it's had everything you can ask for out of a series, and I just hope we get to see continued Rocket League here, because this is it's a pretty good car ball that we are getting to witness here in this I said semifinals earlier. This is the quarterfinals, and the quarterfinals still remains hot for Spate as Pigeon once again drawing first blood here in game 3. He opened up the scoring in game 2, puts one in the back of the net for game 3 as well.
You know, we're gonna call this content. We saw the blowout game 1, the dominant game 1 by Spate. We saw the overtime, and now Pips, they're gonna add to the story, added even more flavor. They just know that, hey, we can reverse sweep here, or we feel confident enough to reverse sweep here. The series isn't over. We're gonna give them one, and we're gonna make this even tougher on ourselves. Give us the main broadcast some content is what I'm hoping the columns are like. It's probably more like, hey, we're down 2-0. We got to find a way to actually put some offensive drives together, because our offense, outside of that one goal in each game, has been pretty non-existent. I'd like to see some of the aggression come out, but not in a panicky way. We've seen the aggression come out in demos trying to relieve pressure from a second man looming for a shot, and then it just leaves the solo play open, and the options are still there. But you like to see shots like that. Skip on the rebound, just too slow on the bounce shot. Pigeon tries to take it over the top of the defense. Resno blocks out. TNT right back on this, looking for 2 out of the corner. Didn't have enough boost to make that work. This now might be a counter downfield as 2 men scrambling. Resno gonna get it over the defense, and Skippy gonna sink that one. And excuse me, Resno and Skippy have the same car. I was confused, but it is indeed Skippy that gets that final touch in to make this one equal in the opening minutes.
Yeah, and Pips have opened up that offense here. They're kind of playing defense by assault here in game 3. Already 5 shots on the board for that squad. And you just like to see that pace of play, as there's going to be 5 for fighting. TNT and Arsenal behind the play. Double demo. They are now back onto the pitch. Arsenal looks to force this play up. Pigeon. Touch. He's got Kevin to his left, but a flip reset on from Pigeon. Looking to do it himself. Denied by Resnal. Picks up a demo. Was Pigeon on Skippy, so looking to take the odd man rush. Arsenal not allowing that one, but it's an open net. Find the back of the net again. It's TNT. Dynamite shot.
TNT was your regional 2, I believe, or excuse me, regional 1 and a major MVP for a reason. He can catch fire at any time and just light up the scoreboard. Dude had a hat trick in the major to seal the deal and win it. He knows how to perform and how to put shots in the back of the net when it matters the most. And right now, you want to keep that second life as long as you possibly can going throughout this bracket, and doing that via a sweep against what are one of the tournament favorites here is a huge way to start off your night, as it's now a play downfield. Arsenal finds the backboard with a very heavy-handed touch. TNT going to find a redirect downfield, looking for Pigeon on the pre-jump. Kevin going to just put another shot on target. Resnal this time now in the corner, taking it downfield. Big boom met by TNT. Again, right back on it is this Spate defense. They are not letting anything past the midfield. And when it does sneak its way past, it does not spend much time on this orange half. The lockdown defense from Spate coming out in game number 3, trying to seal this one out.
And they have a minute 55 left to hold on. But Somber, I don't think these guys are going to be turtling up. They are surely looking for the second here, as of course this Pip squad, as we've seen, can strike at any point. So you'd love to see that insurance goal come in if you are the Spade squad, as they look to end this in a sweep. They have 90 ticks left to do it. This Skippy trying to force this one on through. TNT not allowing that. And I gotta say, Somber, I've been very impressed with the Spade defense. This Pip squad, particularly in this game, have had a lot of good opportunities, but someone is just always there if they're Spade.
Yeah, the defense has been absolutely locked down. Fort Knox defense on the side of Spate throughout the entire series so far. And sometimes you may think, seeing a player like Arsenal in the lobby, it may get you a little jittery off rip, but no, nerves of steel as well for this Spate squad. They came in, they conceded that first goal. Yeah, it was a fast goal, but they came back and responded with 2 straight and then piled on 2 more, 4 unanswered in game 1, and really set the tone of we are here to lock things down. We just won 4 straight events, including a major. You are not going to come in here. This is our house to defend, and we're not going to give up so easily. They have made a huge statement here in the playoffs. We saw, maybe an unfortunate and question mark loss against the core in groups, but other than that, they regained and stomped on through, winning against some very tough opponents. And now they're making even more of a statement here that they are indeed back. They are locked back in, as this might just be a mistouch. No, the post saves them out, keeps this game alive as the final 10 seconds tick down. It's back into the hands of Skippy. Skippy pops it high. Resnal off the backboard. Again, taken away by Pigeon. Pigeon on that backboard has been lethal to every attempt. Resnal keeping this one alive. Still in the air. Skippy with great control gets Kevin to jump. TNT 50s that one out into the hands of Resnal. Resnal now over the sidewall in Arsenal. Kevin shuts that down. Just going to spike it down. And Spate Esports take this one in a clean sweep.
I am shocked. I obviously, we knew Spate was capable of this, and I think this is really the time where it's like, man, you guys got to stop disrespecting us. You got to put some respect on the name of Kevin, TNT, and Pigeon, because they're just proving if they are on, they can beat the best of them. Again, all of those players have had tremendous RLCS success. That wasn't close. Game, that was all 3. They did it as quick as they possibly could, and it was off of great efforts. They had the ice to win a game 2 overtime and really just cemented their spot as one of the best, if not, again, the best team in SCS. We talked about them hitting their stride. It was a split that was dominated by them. They won literally everything you could possibly win in split 2. And here they are again. They are punching their ticket, continuing on that top side of the bracket.
Yeah, they continue on through up into the upper semifinals. And we now have the possibility that this becomes a actual grand finals match. I talked about it at the top. This feels like it might be a grand finals preview. And if this is anything to look forward to for Spate, if this is your grand finals, things are looking good for you. But I feel like Pips, they're going to take this one, put it in their back pocket and say, okay, we see you. We'll see you again. And next time we're going to keep this one and we're going to hold it to heart. You're not going to get us like this again. Because now that you know that this team can do this to you, you're going to tighten up. I feel like you came into this and you're maybe like, oh, we got Arsenal and we just went 5-0 through our group. We've been touted as favorites every single event that we play in, and now we're getting even better. We collect a new piece to the puzzle that makes us even better every time, and this is the time. Spade has showed you that you're going to have to fight a little bit longer.
Absolutely. They won't have to fight any more today, as they will move directly in to the semi-finals. Pips, you got to play another one tonight. They will see that lower quarterfinals, and it doesn't get any easier, as their next matchup will be against the Next Level Knights. We'll be back with a interview here with the winning team here in just a few minutes. It's been Beaver and Somber on the cast. We will see you in just a minute.
It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house. 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 It's all about house music. It's all about house music. House music. House music. House music. It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house. It's all about love. It's all about love. It's all about house music. 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 House music.
I try to cheat, but I won't beat it. Raise the line, you can take your time. Ready, set, go. Raise the time. Raise the line, you can take your time. Ready, set, go. Raise the time. We were playing with fire. Everything turned to dust. When we aimed to fly higher, we got lost and dragged each other down. We kept running from the shadows in the night, realizing it was not worth the fight. Moving on alone was what felt right, 'cause we were never meant to be. Dum dum da dum day, dum dum da dum day, dum dum da dum day. 'Cause we were never meant to be. It feels good, a new beginning. We are free at last.
Welcome back, everyone. It was a very short break, but we are here with a post-game interview with 2/3 of the Spate roster that you just saw swept Pips, and TNT and Kevin. Guys, welcome on to the broadcast, and thanks so much for taking some time out of your very busy schedule to pop on and answer some questions for us.
No problem. Sadly, Pitter couldn't make it. He's scared.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Okay, though.
It's okay. Well, I mean, you can be a little nervous for being on broadcast and speaking as long as you're performing well, because you guys kind of shocked the world. I feel like going into this, everyone had this as a game 5 minimum, but you, after that first conceded goal, and then you just poured on 4 straight. TNT, what was that the plan from the jump to just be as aggressive as you guys were, or was that just how the game worked out?
I mean, our game plan is everyone should be able to agree that on paper that by the names they should be a better team. But we know that, especially they haven't played a ton of games together, right? And we played a lot together. But also in general, we're not gonna treat them any differently. We're not gonna camp up. We're not gonna, play scared. We're gonna play with full confidence. We're gonna give them respect that they can, touch the ball, but we're not gonna respect them any more than any other team that we played.
Yeah, I mean, you guys definitely showed that this was just kind of another night in the office for you. A clean 3-0. You guys did have to sweat out the overtime, but Kevin, in that game 2, having to go to overtime, what were the comms like? Were you guys starting to maybe get a little panicky, or was it still just cold as ice and you guys knew that, hey, even though that's a condensed best of 5 in a game where we could lose that second chance and drop down to the lower bracket immediately, were you guys still just calm, cool, collected, or was that really just a real sweat of an overtime?
So I will say that was a real sweat in the overtime, and it was like a heated match. I feel like all 3 games, like especially the last 2 games, were like really close, really tight. But I feel like we sort of do better in the heat, and we're more locks than the other team when the pressure is high, and that's how I feel we beat them.
Yeah, always nice to be able to turn on the juice when you need it in sweaty situations. And TNT, I just want to talk about the MVPs. You got 2 of them to your name, and you guys have won 4 straight events as a collective. Does that have you maybe walking around here in the circuit with a little bit more swag, or are you humble, TNT?
I'd like to think I'm humble, but also, you know, I don't like how Kevin's getting snubbed from these MVPs. Okay, just because Kevin's playing and he didn't quad reset for the win does not mean that he is not impacting in the game. Okay,
I will say there's discourse, but it's a tough decision. There is some discourse in the chats that the live stream does not see.
I told him in the grand finals, like I had like the 1v3 on my birthday. I'm like, Kevin, I hate to break it to you, but I think that just stole it.
I accepted my fate. Yeah.
And both my teammates are like, hey, you can have it. But I mean, you know, MVPs are nice, but at the end of the day, we just want to win. And we only think about that after we won. And we're like, oh, hey, we still got something to compete for.
Well, I'm going to let you guys get locked back in with Pigeon. I appreciate you stopping by and answering some questions for us and giving us a little peek behind the scenes in what it takes to sweep a Pips roster and advance to the upper semifinals. So we will catch you guys tomorrow for your match. Your night is over. Go ahead and rest up, and we'll see you back tomorrow.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Open up your heart and let me in. I promise not to break you. I promise I'll be all that you want. So let me in my heart before. Let me in. Oh, your love explodes our hearts and blows. Your love explodes our hearts and blows.
house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house. 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 It's all about house music. It's all about house music. House music. House music. House music. It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house. It's all about house.
We were playing with fire. Everything turned to dust. When we aimed to fly higher, we got lost and dragged each other down. We kept running from the shadows in the night, realizing it was not worth the fight. Moving on alone was not felt right, 'cause we were never meant to be. Dum dum da dum day. Dum dum da dum day. Dum dum da dum day. 'Cause we were never meant to be. It feels good, a new beginning. We are free at last.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the SCS Championship Series Championship Lower Quarterfinals. My name is Malakim. I'm here with my co-caster Ground Zero. Ground Zero have had a very long and tireless night. And this is the last match, and it's about to come to an end.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see how well this game gets settled for the lower quarterfinals, because then we have the semifinals and the grand finals in tomorrow. So overall, I have to say, exciting evening. Overall, it's been, though tireless as mentioned, it's been great. It's been very eventful, I have to say.
It has been eventful, and you know what? The players, they don't want to wait anymore. So without further ado, let's get ready to get into the match. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to qualifier Saturday, as we'll call it here at the Spade Esports Championship. We have an incredible lower finals match that is sure, quarterfinals match, that is sure to deliver some fireworks as two of the top teams clash once again. In one corner, in the very certain blue corner, it is the Pips, one of the favorites to win the entire championships, with Arsenal being on their team. But once again, they have fallen to Spade and have found themselves in against the next level Knights with 2 regional wins in the first split and the finals appearance in the second. The Knights have established themselves as one of the best in the league. They've already proven their mettle, and now they're hungry to take a step closer to the championship. This is a rematch from the group stage and a spot with the semifinals on the line. The intensity is at an all-time high. Will Pips get their revenge, or will Next Level Knights continue their march up to the top? Rocket League fans in North America, get ready up, because this is your lower quarterfinal, and let's see who advances to the semifinals.
Say the semifinals, it brings upon a lot of big challenges. We've seen those go big or go home moments, and this is probably the biggest one yet. Pips has been, they came off a very, very rough game against the likes of Spade. It wasn't one of the best games from Spade either, but Pips got absolutely destroyed in the previous game, a 3-0 sweep in that tiebreaker there, Mel. So you're going to have to see, do they let that affect them too much in the mentality, or will they be able to supersede and go past and win it away? Because Next Level Knights, they've been playing very, very solid and consistent.
Yeah, they have been solid and consistent, but remember, this also is a rematch of what happened the last match of yesterday. Ironically, this is the last match of the next day as well, of which both teams have to fight for their lives. But, of course, this time, this roster in the Pips is that they've got Arsenal, and that's a big change.
Oh, that's a huge change.
Apparently, it didn't proven to do enough to beat out the 4-time consecutive event-winning Spate Esports, who have come in, win 4 in a row, and are trying to get a 5th of the major.
It's insane how well they've been playing. The rebrand seems to be working for them as well, which is it's just insanity, to be honest. But they're working off some very good several buffs here. That's a good play coming in from Arsenal, setting it Skippy and Resident just floating around in the red danger zone there, but we're not really taking the fish bait to get the first goal. So we still remain scoreless as of now with the past 1 minute 30 seconds gone.
And look at this one. Reginald downfield, Skippy trying to get one more. Reginald! Arsenal's up early! He can't make contact correctly, and it goes wide. Reginald has to deal with Naya with the air dribble bump attempt downfield, but that one gets taken away. So flashes and counter punches coming in from both sides here early on.
Church bell were ringing there for a second. Luckily, that save came in, but I don't think they'll be able to save it now, and they will not. Naya, previous time in the previous series for Next Level Knights, came in, and he was the first person to score a hat-trick in the Manfield. Now, I think he's aiming to do it again, because this is a very threatening force. Naya has been popping off this evening.
Yes, it's been one legacy night, one evening for Naya. He is to remember. Wavy was the original stand-in for Pips. Arsenal had to replace Wavy, who was supposed to stand in. If Pips do not come out on top in this series, they had risky yesterday. They won 3-2 in Game 5. And there's Arsenal. He scores the open net and equalizes the game.
Speaking of Arsenal, great time on the 50-50 challenge from Arsenal there, and just Arsenal just popping that ball in. No one in defense. Lev, who's usually the main defensive player. He's a strat man there in the defense, is the last man for team. Next Level Knights just wasn't there, and presence was completely gone, and Arsenal finding a perfect setting for an open net there. Will be able to pop it in. 1-1 tie, and it's still half the game left within regulation. So looking at this time allocated, Arsenal, ooh, that was a close save. A bit of a close shave, one might say, because I'm sure they managed to shave a lot of a good part of their lifespan there from that shot coming in from Next Level Knights. And the game still continues, still with 2 minutes remaining. We have not really seen a breakaway just yet. Both sides have been looking very confident though, but confidence isn't enough. We need results in the first game, as it still remains 1-1.
And now look at this. Results are exactly what Pips are looking to bring with this roster stand-in. Talk a lot about Arsenal, but Skippy, he's a headhunter downfield. Reginald's a very mechy player. So theoretically, they do have what it takes to win the championship. It's boom or bust at the moment. Moment is trying to keep yourself in, away from elimination. Here's Naya. Gonna get past one, pops it over the top of another. Now next, look at the control mid-air past the last defender, but Arsenal comes in at the last second to get a save.
This third man possession plays from Arsenal has been great. He's been looking for a goal as well. He's been everywhere where necessary. Fantastic 50 in the midfield by Resinol, and Arsenal, they misread the bounce and open it possible. It's just pinched off the backboard. Lucky save there, I have to say. Once again, as Arsenal just rolling that ball down. Resinol looking for a double tap opportunity off the corner, and Arsenal was rotating for a bump, and sadly, the opportunity is now ahead of them as Arsenal now, great first touch, controlling that for a flip reset, a double tap, a possible goal bar. Down it goes into the back of the net. And it's Arsenal once again back-to-back goals as he takes the lead for Pips.
Yeah, look at this by Arsenal. It came off a giveaway by Nutty, who just tried to flick it over the opponent in the midfield. Arsenal waiting and anticipating that flick out, reading it really, really well. Finds a goal off of it, and once again, say lead conceded for the next level Knights as they came out with the early win. Here against empty space. Here is Naya who finds the angle. They were not down for long. Naya ties the game.
Oh my god. Okay, well, it's Arsenal and Naya's game. No one else really matters in this lobby because these are the only ones who've been able to really score goals at any point here. Great goal. Naya able to take it up the opportunity to present it to him once again on a silver platter, and we're right back down to this, the stalemate, the checkmate we found ourselves in previously. Skippy really tried to get to that, sidewall flip reset shot and go for continue that for an air dribble. I think, next we trying to show him how to do it, but sadly losing the opportunity as well, and the ball flying right back down, and Resinol looking for a shot. Control play, Skippy. Just a pass over to Arsenal. He just scoops it right away to the side, away from the one man. Naya gets pinched by the ball, and instead of him pinching it instead. That's very hard circumstances, but left getting great 50s in midfield. Arsenal biding his time, waiting for the ball to come to him, and then now controlling that, taking it low, realizing there's two people on offense, and tries to fake them out as Resinol trying to go for a shot. Skippy has an opportunity for a read. Might be a play for Arsenal as he gets a flip reset, double tap opportunity, and no boost to really finish the story. As the chapter still is not finished over. Game 1 still continues. Might be pushing OT as well, to be honest.
Yeah, an opportunity. Arsenal, he does find the hard angle, has no pace under it to at least question the defense of next level Knights. Arsenal's up early for this. The drop down from Resinol. Arsenal shoots. Skippy finishes and scores with 0 on the clock. And Pip steals game 1.
What? What? Okay, color me flabbergasted there, because what is that top right placement coming in from the last man on the shot? It is Team Pips taking the win. But what a performance! They really said go big or go home until the last second, until the fat lady sings, and the score was done on 0 seconds here. But this performance from both sides, I have to say, quite evenly spread out. Very much, it was looking like it was going to be a game that was going to be taken to OT, but Pips just not really, wanting to test their luck in golden goal.
That was an ending to a brilliant game. Pips deserved to win it. They came out at the end. They caught the next level Knights team lacking a bit, actually a lot on the defensive side. Came out with a very big opportunity and struck immediately off of it. And that is exactly how you execute a game plan, especially on the fly like that with 0 seconds on the clock. Look at this.
Ooh.
And one thing I do want to see is a lot more control on the side of Lev. Because if next level Knights are going to win, it's going to be at the hands of Lev. Or not yet. Here he goes again. Almost making something happen to stop the game.
Yeah, Next has been fantastic. Second man just following up and doing the necessary poses in front, just trying to, alleviate the defense here and, may pierce through it as possible, really, for an opening for his teammates. It's been Lev and Naya being the main goal scorers and the main defenders, but overall, this, this chemistry from this team has been fantastic to see. But Arsenal came in very, very hard hitting in the first game, so I think it kind of slightly caught them off guard because they came in, rearing with a great amount of energy as one of the professed number one seed of this tournament. But it's not enough right now because they've come off a loss, and overall, I always love to say that Forbidden Temple is a cursed map specifically for game 2s, because something always odd happens in this game.
I mean, it does. It does. There's always something ridiculous that happens. Something here, maybe Arsenal dives in. Next, that's it. Take it away. Resinol has Arsenal downfield, the pass down, and the goal by Arsenal. Brilliant play by Resinol. Arsenal sticking around and ends up eating well.
That is a great goal. Great pass from Resino. Deserves equal praise for finding him through all of that mess. Because there was a whole throw of players ready in front of the net to save that shot. But Arsenal so well placed for that goal. It's 1-0 already for Billy Temple. Gets this first goal, and the floodgates do slightly open here as Skippy going for a pre-jump. Next B is go for a simple air dribble, and sadly will be blocked once again. Arsenal with control of the ball. It's a very scary name to see at the other lobby, and sadly it will be blocked in this moment as Lev control for a flip reset shot. He's been looking threatening there with some amazing mechanical goals, highlight shots here. Unfortunately, just no highlight moment as of now getting blocked once more. Resinal and Arsenal seem to be fighting over possession of the ball, and there's an opening here in the defense. So Skippy coming back just in the nick of time. Great speed to block that shot as Pips will still defend their one goal. In comparison, Next Level Knights are still struggling just to find their first one.
This now by Arsenal. Control. I think he does. Very carefully executed. Next. Get that control. He's sticking with it. Next. Delivering a piece of magic. Lev can't finish it off. He hits the post. That is... You talk about this team being able to win with Lev. He's usually the one on the ball. Next has done such a good job to provide opportunities. Lev has not been able to finish it off.
It's been just that consistency in scoring goals that always lets a single team down. We've seen it happen multiple times today, to be honest, and it was actually just exactly this team that did it last time in game number 2 as well. They missed out on a lot of the goals they could have possibly scored just because they weren't as potent enough. So the lethality seems to be decreasing, but they do come back hard hitting in the third game. But overall, right now, this dominance play coming in from the side of Team Pips after a 3-0 loss and is absolutely beautiful. It's picturesque and it's great. Arsenal with a flip reset passing play, just taking his time and then leaves it to Resinal to 1v1 Lev on the goal line with nothing in the tank to defend with. 2-0 easy wins right now for the side of Pips.
Yeah, you could tell how hard Next Level Knights is trying to keep themselves in this, the individual efforts, the team efforts, but these breakdown plays coming in from Pips are just a lot to deal with. Next forces Skippy to miss. Look at Naya again. Can't do much with that. Can't stick with it. Now here's Arsenal over the top of one. Skippy opting to try to take over. He gets the flip past one. Now gets it past next. Lev has to enter the play. Reginald round the corner into Arsenal. Skippy goes, but he puts it wide. Arsenal trying to enter the play once again, but all these attempts going awry. Next with no boost fakes out a diving Reginald. But something needs to work for Next Level Knights.
Yeah, it's going to be a musty flick Lev for the shot, and it gets blocked once more. It's truly heartbreaking to see all their efforts get muddied down. They're trying their best, and it's just not been as swell as it was in game number 1. It seems Pips have adapted to the playstyle of Next Level Knights here, and as they're getting pressured in their defense, once again, Next left all alone. One man trying to fend off 2 players, really, and he tries to it's a bit of a pinch from the slide wall, just slightly not as, powerful as he was expecting. Another blockage in the midfield as the ball floats down as Lev has control, going up for the aerial play. He's got a musty flick possible. Nope, he's not got anything. Just a flip save from the ceiling, gathered down, ascending from the heavens down to the depths of hell. He finds a fiery hot goal.
That is the Lev that we all love, and no, finally, he puts himself on the board. And finally, it's a breakthrough in a very harsh environment for Next Level Knights. Now the last minute to go. Here's Skippy around the corner. Naya interjects left. Quick shot. Doesn't have the pace enough to, at the very least, beat Arsenal on the goal line. Gonna have to do a lot to beat him. Get back into the midfield. It drops down left. Tries to go. Had an opportunity. Skippy is going to have the boost and the ball and free possession. Naya can't read it. Skippy almost sniped the top right corner.
Oh, that was going to be a beautiful ceiling pinch as well. Would have been great just to bypass Naya on the defense as well. At the same time, they got 21 seconds left, all to defend just this one beautiful goal. And it's all it's going to take to separate these to a huge hurdle right now for the likes of Next Level Knights as they try their best to try and stop this dominance play in a game and, overall hinder a possible 3-0 sweep, because it seems Pips are aiming for exactly that, suffering from one, and now they want to return the medicine here. And oh no, this is a save, and GG's Pips do manage to just squeeze in a second game win.
Had to survive at the end. It got really close. It came down to the bare minimum there. Once again, they have scratched their way out in Arsenal. Did a lot in that game as well to keep his team in on the defensive side, in the midfield, being able to hold it down. But I'll tell you what, Reginald had a sensational game. Once again, here in game 3, going to look to end it out. The Pips trying to advance into the semifinals, and
Oops.
players decided to leave a match. I guess we'll get a lobby reset. So they have, at the very least, next level Knights. Sometime, the 2-time regional champions have a time. Spate regional
This
champions,
is-
you should say, have some time to think and talk.
Yeah, that was just an odd circumstance, really. I'm not gonna lie, just more production issues, but I don't really think we were expecting to go back into Forbidden Temple. Would have been very cursed there overall for the side of team Next Level Knights. They wouldn't have really liked to see that happen once back-to-back loss like that. No. We need that reset. An overall lobby reset is a mental reset. You come in fresh with a whole new output and what you need to see. And we need to see some big changes overall from the side of Next Level Knights. They've came in strong in the first game, just losing out to a squeeze goal in other series seconds. But game number 2, it seems to be where they really fall beneath their level of expectations and the lethality of what they were able to. Usually they're able to and capable of doing so. It seems they were caught off guard, a lot of boost starving, a lot of demos, and rotation just wasn't what it really was up to par, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't enough. Again, it wasn't enough to take down this roster. And this is not a roster in Pips. I mean, Pips, they're a team that has come together, but they're not a teamy team. You feel? Skippy, he goes up, he headhunts. He plays really good defense. He wants to go up, he wants to demo, he wants to be upfield a lot. He doesn't always want to go for the ball, he wants to go for demos, he wants to open up space. Resinal, he's really on the ball, he's really mechy. And everybody knows how Arsenal plays. And Pips, there are not going to be many times you'll see pass like 1, 2, 3 passing plays off of Pips. A lot of the time, you will, I guess you will see some opportunities from Resinal to drop it down just by good recognition. But once again, man, it has been really good quality of gameplay from Pips. Not even team play, just good quality individually to get them over the line. Next Level Knights, that is what you call a team right there. And Next individually has been doing everything he possibly could be doing to push this team over the line. And unfortunately, up to this point, it's not been enough. Maybe this game, it's different. Next Level Knights, it is do or die, live or go home for the 2-time Spate regional champions.
Yeah, and Arsenal attempting a cycle right off the bat. Okay, I love what you're doing there, Arsenal, but you cannot be making a risky play like this when you're right on board. You're teetering on the edge of success. And you knew the phrase from DJ Khaled, suffering from success. Well, you could have been suffering overall. Great play, nonetheless, though, in the first 30 seconds has been quite, led in the hands of possession from the side of Team Pips, and they've been doing quite well to breach into the offense. But it seems that they're kind of getting pushed back here. A lot of plays are changing from the side of Next Level Knights as they're trying to move back around the field as best as possible. Lev could be going for a goal. And Skippy just going to be, sending away possession in Arsenal. And Skippy now in the fray, getting a flip reset passing play to one man. It's not going to happen as Naya coming in with a blockage. The first minute gone, it still remains scoreless, but Team Pips are on board for a 3-0 gentleman's sweep to end off tonight.
Oh, Skippy! Almost by himself, follow up by Reginald. Arsenal goes, but he gets blocked on the goal line. Next was there. Here's Reginald. Puts it down for Skippy, but Naya gets in their way this time. They're trying everything. Arsenal wants to give it a go. Now it's Reginald who puts it off the backboard. Naya with no boost, having the time to go up to it. 1-2. Arsenal couldn't even get the ball on target. They cannot find the goal.
Ooh, that's a great opportunity. Oh, could be going for a save there, and he does get it. Resinal now boostless, so it's going to be up to the other two to see if they can actually play a hand in trying to save this away, because it seems a bit too awkward. Resinal now off on the side wall, taking his time with the ball, really just trying to get his teammates some time with some boost and fill up their tanks and get their resources all right. And it seems they're finally back into the action. 3 minutes left in the timer. Great passing coming in from the side of team Next Level Nice. Really trying to employ their teammates well with each other. This is a team that works, has played with each other so many times. It's quite obvious that the chemistry really does speak for itself here. 3 minutes on the dot. XP versus a 50 on Arsenal, and he does manage to outdo him. Arsenal once again done. Arsenal could be going for a backboard, victim of a backboard bump there, and you get a save. Arsenal blocks it as Left goes for a pop-off shot, waterfall down, Skippy misses the ball completely. Lev as a result at the same time. It seems everyone's a bit too tense for their liking.
Yeah, and once again, starting to get a little bit nervous, and Next Level Knights not willing to throw in numbers for that attack. Knight loses control of that completely. It gives Arsenal an opportunity to go for this one. Loses a 50. He got there a little bit late. Lev has Nightya and Next behind him to help him out should this go very correctly for them, but it really doesn't. Now look at Skip. He's got Arsenal underneath. He uses him. Arsenal off the backboard. Arsenal hits the post. The crossbar. The demise of Pips.
It does spark something within you. They're showing such great potential, but they're making the same mistakes that the opposition of Next Level Knights were doing. Could be an opportunity now. It's been born right here, and Arsenal jumps a bit too early versus Nextv as he does manage to bypass him on the aerial play. Nextv, no boost himself, is trying to get it past to his teammate. Skippy will manage to breach through and find a hole in the offense here, and does manage to slightly pass it down. Arsenal now working off a 1v3, and he does get demoed. Resinal, fantastic clearance. Could be a threatening play if he follows up right here. Not yet. We'll get to the ball first. And it seems everyone from the side of Pips missing the ball. Arsenal comes back in the nick of time, and he scores. And what even happened on the goal line there? Everyone from Pips.
Clip it. Somebody clip it.
What?
And again!
Oh.
Resinal is just a piece of magic right now. He's a genie, but this time it's Naya! Finally, the American strikes! And for the first time this series since the first game, Next Level Knights have taken the lead.
What in the absolute hell happened there on the goal line for the Pips there? We thought them comfortable looking past, and just the weirdest set of circumstances could have ever happened right before our very eyes. I mentioned weird things happening previously, called back to my own statement, but that just kind of exceeds. That was what it's like. It's weirder, okay? But great play opportunity now from Skippy. He went for a flip reset shot, sadly blocked once again. Arsenal in the midfield. He does manage to block it away once more, and Skippy getting a further touch of the ball. Resinal passing it down from the sidewall. Arsenal, he does get the ball first. Now Skippy next people. Low boost. Skippy has to defend the net with nothing in the tank. Arsenal demoing, and it seems to me he's really wanting to remove some of the players from the lobby so that they can finally get an opening here as Arsenal sends it to the ceiling. Resinal there first. Stop ball down. The speed, the accuracy. Resinal from a pass from Arsenal sends that one into the back of the net. It's a tie game once again, 1-1.
Oh, come on. That is not fair. What a play by Resinal, getting the angle over the top of the... Are you joking me? Having the composure to go for that in that situation. Oh, Nex is last back. Skippy's got a breakaway opportunity here. Nex has to handle this. How does he? Okay. He keeps it in the corner. Now Lev and Naya, they both double commit. Nex is third man again. He's got some time though. Naya leaves it to him. Nex panics a little bit, but then wins a 50 drastically with Arsenal. If this stands, we will be going to overtime. As it stands, here's Skippy underneath. Arsenal has time. Can Arsenal do it again? Nex puts it off his own sidewall. He double taps, but it keeps it up for the moment. Skippy trying to put it into the ground. Lev deciding to try to keep it up. You know what? Why not? Here this one goes. Arsenal, he wants to keep it up as well. He wants to go coast to coast. He's going to try to as well, but you know, I guarantee you it's not you the one that told Lev to put that one in the ground. He did not want to have something go against him again at 0 seconds.
Yeah, they're not risking the 0 second goal. That's a back-to-back shame. That's humiliation of another level, really, be facing it off, especially on the gentleman's sweep. Still imminent here because the match point is still in hand for the opposition. This could have been a very threatening goal here, but thankfully Resinal controlling it, faking the ball on the last touch to Arsenal. Arsenal continue on the air dribble, going for the ceiling, to the backboard there, and he kind of pinches it away, clearing and lending a hand to the opposition. Next Level Knights now off with Nex. Getting a good first touch for flip reset he aimed for, but sadly not going to be blocked completely as Arsenal now defending against Lev here. Low boost, and now you might just have an open net. It's going to be cleared away, a pinch there as Arsenal bypassing one player over the top of head one, and Nextv leaves it away to Naya. Skippy. Strong touch, followed up with a second to block on the 50. Nextv looking for a shot. Lev kind of hoping to just commit to a bump there, but it seems not going to happen, and they find an opening once more. The rotations seem a bit scuffed here now that the OT is upon both teams, to be honest.
Now, both teams have had some decent opportunities to at least start something. Maybe not really go directly for goal. Arsenal trying to do just that. Skippy puts it high. Is Skippy the one to end it? No, he's not. Not yet as well, doing a really good job to react to this one. Reginald puts it far. Skippy's up early, but Lev, he put himself in a situation to get a big save. Now look at this by Arsenal. Arsenal, what can he do? Trying to be creative, as he is always very dangerous. Skippy, he's lost control of it, but he puts it wide. Reginald going to give it a go for himself, but once again, he can't do much with it, and just like that, that opportunity has fizzled away.
Yeah, it's fizzling, every opportunity being born and instantly just dying, shriveling up, just as we see it here. It's 2 minutes into the OT. We've seen total gameplay of 7 minutes total as of now, and so close to the ball and the goal they have been, Pips, but just losing on that last final opportunity. It's I don't know if it's sheer hope or sheer will that's keeping Next Level Knights alive, but they are defending this goal with their lives, not letting anything through. That's a great flick coming in off the backboard, gets a very controlled touch here, and going to be controlling it all the way, trying to find his teammate. That's an interchangeable bump. You don't really see that happening in the midfield, though, so that's a good bit of change here. Caught the opponent off guard as a great clear comes in. One man pushing that ball forward. As Arsenal now clearing it down off the backboard. He has it in control as he bypasses over the head of one Nightya. Gonna have to fight off Arsenal, who has a lot of boost to use, and he bumps his own teammate. Now that's going to be a bit of unfortunate plays here, as tight rotations going to have to be occurring here from the side of Pips, and Next Level Knights just trying to clear the ball away. Still remains scoreless, and Nightya just calling that ball away. Oh my god, the double tap was so close, but still, Skippy, a great flick. This could be an opening now. Oh no. Oh my god. Tragedy strikes as a goal squeezes in past the last man. Lev pinches it on the post, and it's an own goal. Pips are your winners.
And just like that, Pips advance to the semi-finals. And guess what? Next Level Knights, everybody who's been predicting them to come out and win the championship, they are eliminated. They get sent home. Next Level Knights are no more in Spate Esports. Pips sweep Next Level Knights in unbelievable fashion. Tomorrow, they will face up against No Idea. That gets interesting. No Idea, the roster of Wave, Scythe, and Brock. Interesting roster. Spate will march up against Pause Up, who have won their match today 3-1 against the Core, who went 4-1 in their bracket as well. Pause Up won that match against the Core yesterday 3-2, win it again today 3-1. Let me tell you something. This rematch went the exact same way, but in very different fashion. Crown Zero 3-0 was not something I expected, but that was unbelievable.
Wow, that was just amazing. That was just amazing.
So you know what? We're going to throw it to a quick break. We're going to have an interview ready for you with the winners, the Pips. Then we're going to come out with the final desk.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to get ready for tomorrow. And tomorrow, the final day championship Sunday. You got to get ready for that, baby. That's going to be brilliant, you know.
It's
Absolutely magnificent. So you know what? We're going to throw it to a quick break. We'll be right back with your interview and then your final desk.
We were playing with fire. Everything turned to dust. When we aimed to fly higher, we got lost and dragged each other down. We kept running from the shadows in the night, realizing it was not worth the fight. Moving on alone was what felt right, 'cause we were never meant to be. Dum dum da dum day. Dum dum da dum day. Dum dum da dum day. 'Cause we were never meant to be. It feels good, a new beginning. We are free at last.
All right, we are back to go ahead and wrap things up. Unfortunately, no interview for tonight. It's been a long night for these guys. Want to make sure that they're rested and ready for the championship tomorrow. So we are here back to end things off with Beaver, Aaron, and Mel. Mel, you were in the booth for that last series. You saw a big bounce back from this Pip squad, looked back to form as to what we kind of expected them to look like. Do you feel like they are now just locked in permanent for the rest of the series, the rest of the championship here, or do they still have some work to be made?
They still have some work to do, and I'll say it right now. I don't know how No Idea is looking. I haven't seen No Idea. I know they beat the core, and I know they beat Next Level Knights yesterday. Next Level Knights, to be fair, this championship they have not been in form, for the back half of this championship. Pips, they took advantage of that twice. They got 2 wins off of them. They're not by any means free wins. One of them was a game 5. And the one today was a really hard win with every game being a goal game. 1 0-second goal, 1 overtime goal to come in and take it from Pips. I wouldn't say they're a lock. I do think that they should be able to beat No Idea tomorrow. That is my personal opinion. I do think that, not that they should, though they should be. I think they should be the favorites at the very least against No Idea tomorrow. For very obvious reasons. And not because they have Arsenal on the team, but because of how they looked in this last series. How they lost 3-0 to Spade, I don't know. I was not here. But if they're going to want to be able to contend for a championship, they had to prove to me that they can come out and beat Next Level Knights in a convincing way. And although it was really close, they suffocated Next Level Knights. So they weren't as offensively productive as I wanted them to be if it was like my imagination of how the team would work, but it still looked pretty effortless when it came down to it. They're not a lock for the championships, but for sure, they're not a pretender. They are a contender.
Yeah, we definitely got 4 of the best making their way through. Pause up, rounding out that top 4. So we have Pips versus No Idea and Spate versus Pause Up as our matches for tomorrow. All of those will be on the main broadcast. Beaver, do you feel like that No Idea versus Pips matchup is more of your marquee match? Or do you feel like Pause Up are making a very sneaky run here and could possibly give Spate a run for their money?
Yeah, Pause Up is one of the few teams throughout the SCS who have kept the same roster all the way through. So, I mean, we talk about, grinding with that same squad and again, Mel kind of alluded to, we didn't really expect the 3-0 from Spate. And I think it maybe even a little to discredit themselves. TNT and Kevin really just said, well, I think they're better on paper. Nah, man, you don't say that. You take the win. We just beat them up. I don't say that they're better on paper. Say that you were just better, period, today. I need to see some confidence out of that squad for sure. But, there is something to be said about playing with that same roster, getting the chem, moving their way on through. And that Pause Up squad has been a squad that has battled, a little bit of adversity, maybe not getting the results that they would have thought. I mean, if you would have taken them again roster from day one, you think they would have came away with, I believe they had one regional win, and that was in split 1. If I remember correctly, you would have thought that they would have had a little bit more. The thing about these last 4 teams is anybody can come through and win, and you can't sleep on that No Idea squad. You got Wave, Scythe, you got Brock that now has been added to that roster. Brock is a crazy pickup for them, so it's not as easy as maybe Pips would like it too. I think if there's one thing that is guaranteed, that both matchups are going to be marquee matchups, and we're going to see some really, really good Rocket League for Championship Sunday.
Yeah, definitely going to be some great games to be played. And Aaron, you and I were in the green room talking about that last matchup that we saw with Pips sweeping there. Do you feel like maybe they took Spate for granted in the first round and had to kind of lock back in? Or is it really just the gap between this new revamped Pips roster just isn't as great as a lot of people are maybe putting stake into?
Oh no, this Pips roster is a total new roster. Like last major, this is like a completely different team. Like I said, I mean, last major they were not playing like how they should have been playing, and now that they've brought in Arsenal, it's just a completely different team. I mean, Pips, oh my, they are definitely favorite contenders to win this whole thing, and I mean, the way they have been just been playing. I mean, Arsenal, Skippy, and Resonance have just been fitting in perfectly together. And then they just take down Next Level Knights, the number 1 seeded team, just like that. They've beat them, and it's just extraordinary there. I mean, beautiful there, and they are definitely favorites to win there tomorrow.
Yeah, I feel like that is a bit of a understatement here because yeah, you're right. They were the number 1 team going into this, and they are now out of the competition. So again, it's just more parity that we're seeing at the 11th hour in the whole thing, which we love to see here. And we will see more results and start to get a better look at who really is top dog for the SCS going into tomorrow. But that will be it here for today. Like I said, tomorrow will just be the main stream, so no B stream. All matches will be here on the Spate channel, and you guys will be able to catch us at 7 p.m. EST to find our champion.